And we are on. We say all praises be to the Creator, all power to His people. In the name of Yahshua, the Black Revolutionary Messiah, I greet you, my brothers and sisters, in the spirit of truth and the words of peace. Shalom Aleichem. Giving a special salute to the Black Messiahs. Our motto is stop waiting for a Savior and be one. Stop waiting for a Savior and be one. This morning, brothers and sisters, first going to the Gospel according to Matthew, beginning with the 22nd chapter, 15th verse. Then went the Pharisees and took counsel how they might entangle him in his talk. And they sent out unto him their disciples with the Herodians, saying, Master, we know you are true and teachest the way of God in truth. Neither do you care for those, do you care for any man, for you do not regard the person of men. Tell us therefore, what do you think? Is it lawful to give tribute to Caesar or not? But Yahshua perceived their wickedness and said, Why tempt you me, you hypocrites? Show me the tribute money. And they brought to him a penny. And he said to them, Whose image is this? Whose image is this? And some superscription. And they said to him, Caesar's. Then he said to them, Render therefore unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. Coming from the book of Proverbs, 26th chapter, beginning with the 4th verse. Now answer not a fool according to his folly, lest you also be like him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own counsel. Brothers and sisters, dealing with the subject today, how to deal with an agent provocateur. How to deal with an agent provocateur. We're going to handle this subject, tackle this subject, first biblically, then politically. First biblically, then politically. First, going through to the Gospel of Matthew. Yahshua, in his ministry, was tormented by different sects within Israel. Amongst the children of Israel. The Pharisees, Sadducees, and others were constantly a thorn in his side. While he was out there healing the sick, raising the dead, feeding the multitudes, going about his Father's business, these Pharisees, Sadducees would follow him around to tempt him to get out of character. This particular time, the Pharisees, along with the Herodians, those who were loyal to Herod, those who were loyal to the men who Rome put in place to keep them in order to squash the revolutions, they brought the Herodians with them and they confronted Yahshua trying to trip him up. They took counsel. They organized, how can we trip up Yahshua, the Black Revolutionary Messiah? So they asked him. First they flattered him. Oh, great teacher, we know you're a man of truth. You know how they fatten you up. Got a knife ready to stab you in the back, but they gain your confidence first. They're called confidence men or con artists. They compliment you first. Yes, brother, you're doing a good job, brother. We love you, brother. All the while looking for the opportunity to stab you in your back. They went to Yahshua, knowing that failure to give Caesar or pay taxes to Caesar or give tribute to Caesar was a death sentence. So they tried to trip Yeshua up. They said, it's lawful to give tribute to Caesar. Yeshua peeped their game. He said, why are you tempting me, you hypocrites? Then he went on to answer the question. He said, show me some money. They gave him a penny. Yeshua said, whose picture is on this penny? Caesar's. He said, give the things to Caesar that are Caesar's, and the things that are God's property to God. In other words, this penny that you gave me, trying to trip me up, trying to set me up for assassination, when the revolution comes, when revelation comes, when the truth is revealed, this penny is not going to be worth anything. So anything you have with Caesar's image on it, when Caesar is overthrown, you crash test dummy, it's going to be worthless. When Caesar is out of power, it's going to be worth it. So if Caesar wants it, give it to him, because when the revolution comes, it's going to be worthless anyway. He answered them wisely. He didn't duck the question, because if he would have ducked the question, they would have said, see, he can't even answer basic questions. He's supposed to be the Messiah. He can't even answer a basic question. So he answered them wisely. That's why Solomon, as brilliant as he was, in Proverbs said, answer not a fool according to his folly, lest you be like unto him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. Although these seem contradictory, so you're at Solomon, you're saying, well, Solomon, do we answer fools or do we don't answer fools? Or do we not answer fools? Solomon, if we do a synthesis of these two scriptures and come to an elevated consciousness, what Solomon was saying was, don't fight a fool on his own playground, on his own battlefield, according to his rules. Don't dumb yourself down, don't get in the mud, but answer them wisely. Like Yeshua did. He answered them wisely. The elders used to say, never argue with a fool, because from a distance, you can't tell which one is which. Answer not a fool according to his folly. Don't fall in that trap. Don't fall in that trap. See, now switching gears, we're talking the political. If you understand what a provocateur is, it's based on the etymology, the root word provoke. If you are doing community work, if you are a revolutionary, if you are a revolutionist, if you are a freedom fighter, you're going to encounter agent provocateurs. Kwame Ture once said, if the enemy is not doing anything against you, you are not doing anything against the enemy. Their job is of a provocateur is to provoke, to get you to abandon your mission, to provoke you into getting out of character. That's their mission. That's their job. So when they come amongst you, when they attack you out of nowhere, don't get mad. They are just doing their job, because most of the time, agent provocateurs were sent by somebody else. Most of the time, they were sent by somebody else. Your enemy and the enemy of your people doesn't have to show up, because they can get crash test dummies to take a dummy mission to attack you. Sometimes it ain't even about money. Sometimes just for a pat on the head, a pat on the back, they will attack your mission. This is the job of an agent provocateur, to provoke you to get off your path. That's their job. That is what they were sent to do. There is a phrase called useful idiots. Useful idiots. These are people who those in power figure they can manipulate to attack you. Crash test dummies, useful idiots who they send on a dummy mission to attack you. If you are doing any kind of work in the community, just know they're coming. If you are truly fighting the power that be, eventually they will come out of nowhere to attack your mission. Read the works of Kenneth O'Reilly. One of his books is called Racial Matters. Under COINTELPRO, the counterintelligence program, they would send agent provocateurs to disrupt movements. They would send agent provocateurs to disrupt movements. One such operation was the Ghetto Informant Program. The Ghetto Informant Program, where they would send agents into the hood to prevent the rise of a black messiah. They would send agents in the hood to make sure nobody was over there trying to organize the hood. Agent provocateurs. Read Kenneth O'Reilly's work. Also, if you can still find it, Supreme Understanding did an outstanding essay and video years ago called How to Spot an Agent in Your Organization. It ain't hard to tell, but when you find them, deal with them wisely. Their mission is to stop your mission. They were sent to throw you out of character. So you can't forget, you have supreme intelligence. You have read hundreds of books. You have dedicated your life to fighting for our people. You have a track record of fighting for your people. Don't let some useful idiot, crash test dummy destroy your movement. Deal with them wisely. Do not let them throw you off your path, because once their boss, once the person that sent them is defeated, they are of no more use. They have one mission: to throw you off your path. So I don't want to see any of y'all black messiahs out there arguing, lowering yourself, cussing, talking ignorant, fighting on somebody else's battlefield when you have supreme intelligence. You ain't going to win that battle. That battle is already rigged for you to fail, because all they want you to do is to drag you in the mud with them. So they can sit back and say, those who sent them can go on YouTube, go on TV, go on social media and say, see, I thought he was one of the black messiahs. Look at him cussing at that guy and yelling at that guy. No, deal wisely. Deal wisely with them. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest you be also like unto him. As always, we leave you with the Black Messiah motto: stop waiting for a Savior and be one. Shalom.